WDEF News 12 this morning continues now.
Welcome back. We're starting the new year fresh with a chance to learn how to save more and spend less on the items that you regularly use. And Casey Tritta from Time to Save Workshops joins us now and every Tuesday with some money saving advice. Good morning, Casey.
Good morning.
Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Now, last week we talked a little bit about the excuses that people come up with. So
Yes.
we've dispelled some of those excuses
That's
and
right.
myths. So today we're going to talk about setting goals.
Yes.
Now that we've got all that out of the way, where's the first place to start with setting a goal for saving more at the grocery store?
Well, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to find out where you are. So that way you can set a plan of where you want to be. Because if you just make a decision, I'm just going to start using coupons and put them in your purse and go to the grocery store, you're going to be very frustrated. And so this is a new system for you. And so think about, first of all, how much are you really spending? Now, I'm not talking about just your trip to the grocery store. I'm talking about really spending. Like when you need lasagna and you go in to buy noodles and you walk out and you spent $50 and you're like, okay, what just happened?
Yeah, I should have only spent $5.
Yeah, or you run into the gas station and get, a 20-ounce Diet Coke that costs you almost as much as a 12-pack. Think about all the money that you're actually spending throughout the month on your groceries. Then think about how much would you like to save? How much would make a difference? Set a realistic goal. Even if it's the first month, to save 20%. Then you can aim towards that. And then the more that you do it, the better you're going to get, the more money that you'll save, and then the easier it gets.
So would you suggest writing down a figure for what you think you're spending at the grocery every month and then going back and pulling your receipts from the previous month?
Well, if I had to pull my receipts from the previous month, that would never happen because I don't know where they are. So I'm great for those that are not organized, because you can say, you can still do this. Even just right now, of starting this month, think about whenever you're grocery shopping, write it down. If you don't write it down, think about it in your head. I mean, you can kind of average it out, because I'm not one that's going to write down all of my spending. And I can pretty much come up with an idea of how much I spent. Or I would look at my checkbook. That's probably the easiest way for me, would be to look at my checkbook. Receipts definitely wouldn't happen.
Now, you mentioned setting a goal of maybe saving 20%.
Sure.
Should you also have a goal in mind for what you want to do with that savings?
You can. That's a great way. We actually have a lady that attended one of our very first workshops, and she had just taken out a second mortgage on her home. And through couponing, she paid off that second mortgage in a year.
Wow.
Yes.
One of the things that you guys preach in your workshops is starting a stockpile.
Yes.
And you mentioned setting a goal for that stockpile as well. Just maybe setting aside how much money to get started?
Maybe $5 or $10 a week. As you learn how to coupon, you're going to see that each week there are items that are at a rock bottom price. I mean, I could tell you, but you're not going to believe it if you've not done it before, because my first purchase was ketchup at 16 cents. I've never bought anything but chewing gum for 16 cents. But what I did is when I bought those items, I bought enough to last me for about 12 weeks. Not 12 years, 12 weeks. And so whenever I put $5 towards that a week on those couple of items at the rock bottom price, what happens is you start to build your pantry. I kind of try to stay away from stockpiles sometimes because of the TV show that's real scary.
Okay.
Because we can't have rooms of food,
Right.
because we need it to be realistic. And so to think about what your family is going to use, and then also in thinking about that, look beyond yourself and purchase a couple of items for other families in need.
So this will actually kind of bring your bill down as time goes on, because you're not, you mentioned ketchup, you're not adding that back to your weekly grocery list of items that you need to purchase.
Because you don't want to pay full price for it again. Everything is going to go on a sale cycle. It'll be on sale every 10 to 12 weeks. And so at that time when it goes on sale again, you're going to have a coupon for it most likely, and then you buy enough to last you the next time. And as you do that every week, things start to go off your list. So you're no longer tied to the grocery store. You no longer, if you need, laundry detergent, have to go in and pay $8.99 because that's how much it costs that week. Now, I bought some 2 weeks ago for $1. And so I bought enough to last me until it goes on sale again.
Now, you mentioned setting a goal maybe of 20%. That's just an example amount.
Yes.
But if somebody's wanting to set a goal of, say, 20%,
Sure.
what's a realistic time frame that they should be considering that it will take to meet that goal?
Realistically, if you attend a workshop and you get the education, you could do that in your first trip. I mean, we have people that go to the grocery store after a workshop and they save 50% because there is education behind it. There is a whole new way of thinking. There's learning how to read the breakdown on the website. And so if you try to learn that on your own, your learning curve is going to be longer.
All right. Well, we will continue to show you ways to save at the grocery store and drugstores with
Yes.
Casey. And the crew from Time to Save workshops as we go on every Tuesday. Casey does have a upcoming live workshop January 28th. That one's on drugstores, and then on February 2nd at grocery stores. And of course, you can keep up with the latest coupon deals online at timetosaveworkshops.com. We'll be right back with more WDEF News 12 this morning in just a moment.